Okay, guys, do I like tennis or do I just like dressing the outfit? In the outfits.
I like the outfits.
I know you do. I am at the eye doctor finally. I have not been vlogging and I've been missing some uploads because
vanity.
My toddler hit me in the face and it went from black eye to pink eye to like a bump. And so I'm finally at the eye doctor to find out what this is because it gives me a random headache. I can't, like, when I look to the side I can see it. It's just annoying the crap out of me. Do you think they're gonna like stick a needle in my eye or something?
They're gonna cut it off. Give me an eye patch.
Oh. Good morning, guys. Don't mind Jared's Bronco door just like chilling on the ground. I don't know what he's doing with it. He took all the doors off his car. But today, the bump on my eye is a little smaller, so that's a relief. But today, I'm bringing back my Range Rover Sport. It goes back today. And that's why I have the garbage bag. I'm gonna go clean it out. Who knows what we're gonna find in there. Like mom, like gonna be kid stuff everywhere. Yeah, I'm feeling emotional because when I got this car, Violet was like chunky, 8-month-old, and she was a baby, and we were renting that beach condo that I filmed a lot of videos at, and it was just a really fun time in my life. Not that now it's not fun, but like, you know, when you think of like different eras of your life, that's how I felt about that time. And yeah, bringing back the car makes me sad. It's like a nostalgic time. It was my first time ever having a Range Rover. I did lease it, but when I go get my new one today, we're gonna figure out if I'm gonna lease or buy that one, because now I know I like this car, so I might buy it when I get there. But I ordered it, I designed it, but yeah, I posted it on Instagram picking this car out because I did it all over like text message. And then Jared was like, was that legit? And I was like, I think so. This is like my passport photo. Like, I don't even know why I have this photo in here. Oh my goodness. See, this is when I got this car. Look at Violet's passport photo. She said there's a lot of space. Ooh, it smells so good, baby.
Would you like to show this car?
Yeah, you can watch a show. You guys are funny. I'm opening up DMs on my Instagram of you guys saying, so was the car legit? Because you remember my Insta stories when I was like, I ordered this car over text. No offense to the sales guy, he's nice. He's nice in person, but
he's a lot better in person. He's
very dry. Like, I tried to call to order a new car and he's like, text is better. And I'm like, okay. Not like, hi, how have you been? Great, this is exciting, let's get a new car. It's just like, text is better. But look at how big the screen is. Good morning, guys. It's the next day. Eyes looking a little less, oh no, it's still looking crazy. We're gonna go work out and then we're gonna talk all about my mid-year reset. So if you're somebody like me that you get really motivated by your goals, but you need check-ins. Like, I start my goals in January, like what I want to accomplish for the year, and then I work hard in the winter, and then sometimes by summer I kind of need like now, like a mid-year reset, and then I do another one in October, like in the fall. Let's go work out. Legs and triceps are already hard for me, but then working out in the heat, it's like, it's a lot. Okay, so we're gonna make a protein shake, and I've been making it a little different. Like, when I tell my friends about it, they're like, ew, that sounds yucky, but it's really good. Gonna do water. You can do almond milk. I kind of stopped buying that stuff because I just drink regular milk at this point. But yeah, any liquid base. This is like the funky part that people are like, you put what in your shake? Cottage cheese. Okay, this will make everything kind of taste like cheesecake, depending on what protein powder you use. So I'm gonna use chocolate today, so it's gonna make it taste like a chocolate cheesecake. Why do I do this? Because it just adds more protein. At least in the morning, I know that I already got a good amount of protein, which is very helpful for people with PCOS and maintaining a healthy weight. The lower belly fat with PCOS, for me, I don't want to like talk negative, but for me has been so hard. It's just been a struggle for a long time, not even just like, you know, recently, just like for a long time. So I try to do things that I know is going to be really helpful. So then I have scoop of protein powder. By the way, this is my second bag of this. This is the Flav City brownie, and then I do half a banana. I usually always have a half a banana in my fridge because Violet eats bananas like crazy right now. My daughter is obsessed. I don't think she can go a day without a banana. She's obsessed. But she'll eat this much and then she's like, all done. Yeah, so I have all these like half-eaten bananas that I save for my shakes. So then I put that in there. Okay, so we're going to do makeup together and just chit chat about a mid-year reset. But first, one of the things that I've been loving this year in 2024 is bringing a fun drink into the bathroom. Sometimes I will even bring it in the shower and I'll be sipping like an iced matcha or iced coffee in the shower while I'm getting ready. And it's just such nice me time because when you're a busy mom, you don't get a lot of those moments. So that's been really fun for me. So today we're gonna make an iced matcha. Now, the thing about me that I have given up this year is too many coffees. So I used to have a cup in the morning and then a cup in the afternoon, and now I just have my first cup of coffee in the morning and that's it. I don't have iced coffee in the afternoon like I used to, only because it's really affected my PCOS. It makes me really anxious. So instead, for my afternoon pick-me-up, I have matcha. I've always loved matcha. Been drinking matcha for about 4 years now. This one is seriously the best. It's by Pique and it's their Sun Goddess matcha, and this video is in collaboration with Pique. I've literally bought Pique with my own money though, because, and I think that's important to mention, just because it is so much better than the other matchas because there's no prep time. So you're gonna get these little packets and then you pour it into a glass beaker. This one is by Pique as well, and you'll get this with my kit. You'll get the beaker, you'll get the electric mixer, which by the way, you can charge. I literally charged it yesterday and it was so nice that you don't have to worry about like batteries or like a flimsy one from Amazon. You know what I mean? Like this one is so good and powerful. I personally love Pique Sun Goddess matcha because it's high quality. It's screened for toxins, which is really important to me. I was also reading that about coffee, by the way, and that's another reason why I gave up my afternoon coffee, is because I read that coffee can have mold in it, and I just want to reduce the amount of coffee in my diet. I love that Pique Sun Goddess matcha is ceremonial grade and it is screened for toxins. Then you want to add water. If you're making a hot matcha, or when I'm making a hot matcha, I'll add hot water, not boiling though. And if I'm making ice like now, I just use room temperature water, it doesn't matter. And then I mix it, and it's so easy, even my 3-year-old can do it. I just want to throw that out there, that sometimes I'll set her up with my Pique matcha and this and my maple syrup and all the stuff, and she adds it all in. Like if she can do it, anyone can do it. I personally do like to have a little sweetener in my matcha, and I've tried everything from maple syrup to honey to adding a little bit of vanilla. Like I've tried all the things, and I'm telling you, maple syrup tastes the best in matcha, and this is when you want to add that step. So after you mix it with water and your matcha, just a tiny bit in your glass beaker, you add in your maple syrup. However, I'm not doing that step today. I just want to show you guys, for those of you that do like to add a sweetener. But because I'm managing my blood sugar right now and I've already had something sweet today, I'm gonna skip the maple syrup. And that's the other thing I can say about Pique, is I can drink it unsweetened because it is so creamy and it doesn't have like that bitter taste that some matchas have. It's, like I said guys, it's super high quality. So in this glass I have ice. You want to pour your milk of choice. And this is my favorite part. I love the way it looks when you pour it. Here, let's get a vibe going. Super delicious, really creamy. And for those of you that need to like cut out your afternoon coffee, or if you don't like coffee and you want to give matcha a try, there's so many benefits to matcha. Matcha also will give you energy. So for those of you that will message me and say like, I want to switch to matcha, but like I need the caffeine. Matcha does have caffeine, but it's sustained energy, so it's not going to give you those jitters like coffee will. So if you guys want to give Pique Sun Goddess matcha a try, and you can get up to 15% off, plus the glass beaker that I showed and a rechargeable electric mixer. And you could shop my link down below. Welcome to my bathroom. While we're doing makeup, we're gonna talk about mid-year reset. Now is a great time to look at your goals that you made in January. Or if you didn't make any goals in January, it's honestly fine. You can start today after watching this video. But basically look at the goals you have written down and see if you're close to hitting them and where you're at. And it's honestly natural to have overreached. So if you said, okay, this year I want to lose 15 pounds, and maybe at first you were really motivated and now you are now you've hit a slump where you're back into old habits. Honestly, that's normal. It could be the same with like literally any goal. Like if your goal was to save money and at first you were really motivated and now you're back to spending a lot of money, that's why we do a mid-year reset, to check in and reel it back in. So how I personally organize my mid-year reset is I will make categories. So I'll do health, I'll do finances, I'll do personal, and then home. So those are my categories. So under health, my goal was to manage blood sugar, because earlier this year, I got diagnosed officially with PCOS, but I had known I had PCOS all along. I was not getting a regular period. I was skipping periods. I was having really, really long cycles, like 40-day cycles, 50-day cycles. I knew that I had PCOS. Anyway, I got diagnosed with PCOS, and then I was able to put together a plan of how I was going to manage my PCOS without medication. And so those include weight loss. And the way you lose weight with PCOS is you should manage your blood sugar. So people with PCOS can have a harder time losing weight because we have a harder time managing our blood sugar. So by managing blood sugar, you manage your PCOS symptoms. So that was the first thing. The second thing is exercise. One thing I read with PCOS, the best exercise is an exercise that you can stick to. So if it's walking, classes, if it's Pilates, like working out is the best medicine for PCOS. But then I've also read things that it has to be resistance training, so lifting weights. So that was another goal of mine, is to stay consistent lifting weights. And I was so specific and I said I have to work out at least 3 days a week. I've recently upped it to 4 days, but my original goal in January was to work out 3 days a week. I'm just sharing this to give you guys tips and suggestions when you're opening notes in your phone and you're making the list of things you can do. It's so weird not wearing eye makeup. The eye doctor, it mentioned to me, do not wear eye makeup while I still have the bump there. And he also said that I should throw out my makeup, which makes me so sad. Like throw out my eye makeup. So this is where I'm gonna disagree with, I feel like, the majority when you're making a mid-year reset. Okay, say you're already here, you're at the mid-year, and you need to work on all of those things. You need to lose weight, you need to lift weights, you need to manage your blood sugar, you need to do all of those things. I'm gonna say focus on one. So if you already by this point, by June, have not worked on your list of health goals, you need to just pick one, because what's gonna happen if you try to do all of them, what's gonna happen is you are going to hit burnout. You're going to be doing too much, especially like starting in summer. I feel like we all have like a more relaxed routine in summer, and this is not the time to start goals. I feel like summer is the time to maintain goals and then start thinking about what you want to focus on next year. Since I'm not wearing a lot of eye makeup, I'm doing a lot of blush, because I feel like I need something here. Okay, so I'm gonna use myself as an example. I put on my list that I wanna work out 3 days a week. I put on there that I want to manage my blood sugar, which I've been good and bad about. I've definitely can use more work on that. And then more recently, I came up with like, I wanna put on muscle, because muscle's also great for managing PCOS symptoms. So here's what I can do with that information. I'm gonna continue working out 3 days a week since I've been able to manage that since January. I'm gonna continue working on my blood sugar, but I'm not gonna focus on putting on muscle, because that's a whole nother goal. If I put on muscle by the end of the year, great. But if not, that goal came way too late in the year to be focused on that when I have other goals that I need to focus on. Now, the second category is finances. So this is where you can put finances / career. Maybe your goal this year was to save money. Maybe this year was to turn your passion into a paycheck. So maybe your side hustle, you want to be your main hustle. Maybe it's the year you want to get a job promotion. Since we are in June, you want to be the most productive and not waste your time. Pick one goal. in finances / career. Pick one thing that you want to focus on until the end of the year. For me this year under finances was to budget for home projects. So we literally ripped up our driveway, got the permits and everything started for that. And then we're getting permits and starting the next home project. So that's what I had on my list this year, was to focus on home projects and budgeting for them, which meant saying no to other things. Okay, so let's see what's next on our list. So we have health, finances, personal. Personal's next. So personal could be literally any personal goal that's outside work and body goals and all of that, just like literally personal goals. So for me, I put a lot of like family stuff in there. So I talked about this one, I don't remember how many vlogs ago, but I talked about that a personal goal for me was to work on the ABCs with my daughter before she starts school. And then another personal goal was to take her on a fun trip. So every year me and Jared take Violet on a trip that we just really make all about her. So last year we did the Bahamas. We actually did the Bahamas the year before that as well. And we just really see it's like family building. I'd love to one day go camping with her, but we really feel like we're away from our phones when we're on vacation, and we just make it about building those family memories and just undivided attention. So this year what we're gonna do is take her to Disney, and that's a personal goal of mine, and that's the kind of stuff that I put in personal goals, like family trips and, you know, bonding with my daughter and date nights with my husband. My last category is home. Keep in mind, you can make all different categories, but these are the ones that I typically make every single year. And I think home is so important. So one year for under home goals, it was to literally buy a home. It could be getting your home in order, like what my goals are this year. So organization, cleaning, all of that, like having an actual system, because when you have systems and you're organized, it's easier to stick with it. Quick story time about why organization is so important and how I found my way from being kind of slobbish. It wasn't like a full-on slob, but I was definitely slob-ish. I had slob tendencies, and how I'm like seriously such a neat person. I had a lot of postpartum depression a little bit later on. I would say it started around like 2 or 3 months. What's also really sad is like when you're in it, sometimes you don't realize you have postpartum depression. So I didn't realize it till I was out of it, that I was like, wait, I wasn't good then. Like I was in a really bad mental state. But one of the things that really helped me during postpartum depression was cleaning. I found that a cluttered space was making it even worse. So because I went into motherhood, like I said, slob-ish. Like I always made my bed, we always did the dishes, but did I organize drawers? No. Was I vacuuming every day? Was I doing all these things? No. I found that when I was postpartum, that was something that gave me some sort of clarity, and it's something that I've carried on past that point. So now that I'm in a really good place, that's something that I've carried on with me, is that maybe it was just more noticeable during that time, but when you are in a cluttered space, it is so hard to feel like clear in your mind and be able to work on goals. Like I found that when I started cleaning out my fridge regularly and organizing it, then I wanted to make healthy food choices, because the strawberries and the fruit were like right there in front of me, not like hidden in the back and all cluttered. And then when I had clean laundry and put away my laundry, not just did it and leave it in the bin, what I used to do, but now I put it away neatly, it inspires me to put on a workout outfit and go for a walk. So that's more so what I mean by I took that time in my life and I turned it into something positive. It made me realize like, wow, like it's so much easier to do and work on goals when your space is clean. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog, a couple days in the life and then mid-year reset. Let me know if you want more videos like this that are just kind of like all of it at once. Have an awesome day, and I'll see you guys soon.